From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning and happy Black Friday. This is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Friday, November 29th. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving with your friends and family. Now, starting things off with our first story this Friday morning for your Black Friday. Recent surveys show nearly half of all holiday shoppers haven't paid off debt they racked up on last year's holiday purchases. One survey shows a third of holiday shoppers are at least $5,000 in debt. But while those numbers are alarming, they're not slowing spending this year. More than half of holiday shoppers said they plan to use cards to buy gifts. And for your Thanksgiving travel, the TSA says it screened more than 2.7 million passengers Wednesday. It's roughly 15,000 fewer travelers compared to the Wednesday before Thanksgiving of last year. Travelers will need to mentally prepare for Sunday when more than 3 million passengers are expected to make their journeys back home. Your third story, bringing things back to the capital city. Lincoln police say 2 people have non-life-threatening injuries after this crash at 14th and Nebraska Parkway at 8:30 last night. LPD says one vehicle was westbound on Nebraska Parkway, blew through a red light, then crashing into a southbound vehicle. Lincoln Fire and Rescue had to use tools to free the driver of an SUV. And while police haven't said which vehicle was at fault, they did say alcohol is believed to be a factor in this crash. Now, before tonight's football game, Nebraska Volleyball will look to take a step closer to claiming a Big Ten title this weekend. This afternoon, Nebraska faces number 4 Penn State, and with a win against the Nittany Lions and then a win tomorrow against Maryland, the Huskers can capture the conference title for the second year in a row. And your final story tonight, we've all been waiting for it. Nebraska football will close out the regular season on the road against the Iowa Hawkeyes at Kinnick Stadium. It's a rivalry that has been dominated by Iowa over the last few years, but Nebraska is coming into tonight's game with a steady mindset. Key thing is to not get too wrapped up into bowl season predictions and focus on closing out the season against this rival. That is your Morning Pulse for this Black Friday, November 29th, and we'll have a look at your 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.